The average person is said to spend 15 minutes in the bathroom. Why not take advantage of that time and learn something new? Presenting the 15-minute podcast on weird facts, crazy details, and funny particulars that you'll be able to enjoy while you're taking a on your free time. Welcome to The Shit with Sam Butler. Welcome to another episode of The Shit Podcast. I'm happy to have you back, my friend. Mario Lopez Capistran, El Borre.
The ship.
The
motherfucking ram.
The ram. There you go.
The ram.
Although we have a ram, he's at the studio.
But he's an asshole. I'm not.
Welcome back, buddy. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for inviting me. And thanks, Mirza, for not speaking English.
Yeah, I know. Mirza did the episode with me, but she doesn't speak English, and that's okay. I still want to invite people to the podcast. You happen to be here, so that works perfect. Thank you for being here. We're going to talk about something that has to do with the episode I just shot with Mirza, though.
Okay.
We talked about the Mexican Revolution. We talked about Adelitas.
Okay.
Which was the women that would follow the soldiers in the battle.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, there was one particular woman that was pretty famous. Her name was Valentina.
Valentina. It's a pretty song, man. That song.
Yeah.
Did you know that song?
I know the song. Yeah. I'm not gonna sing it, but yeah, I know.
I like the lyrics.
Yeah.
Valentina.
Valentina. Well, it's Valentina Ramirez Avitia.
Okay.
Right. We'll talk a little bit about her, but we're actually going to talk about the Valentina Hot Sauce.
Okay.
Are you a fan of hot sauce?
You have a bottle behind you.
Actually, yeah, I do. for all my buddies that are watching us on YouTube, we happen to have a bottle of Valentina sitting like right there.
Yeah.
I don't know what
That's
this
Valentina.
says. I don't know what this says about us, but it's, you know what's crazy? It says 24 pesos.
It's pretty cool to clean bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true, man.
Yeah, you just
here in Juarez, they clean the.
Yeah, you just killed my last. You just. That's it for this episode of the Shit Podcast.
Here in Juarez, use the salsa to clean the statues. Statues.
Yeah, statues. Yeah. Actually, that was the very last thing I was going to say.
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, it's cool. It's
but
awesome.
I'm pretty smart.
You're a pretty smart guy. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you like hot sauce because hot sauce goes on munchies. Yeah. And you smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah.
So you would be an expert on hot sauce.
Yeah, put the salsa on hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
You put salsa on hot Cheetos.
Yeah, I prefer hot Fritos.
Hot Fritos.
Yeah,
with salsa.
They are cooler.
Yeah. Well, it's a staple here in Mexico. If you're ever driving down the road and you see vendors selling chips or selling anything at all, what they call pork rinds, but they're not pork rinds, they're wheat.
Yeah, they have names like I don't know how to say rines.
Yeah, rims.
Rims.
Yeah, they look like little wagon wheels.
Torciditos.
Yeah.
Torciditos.
They're all twists.
Torciditos.
Dilo en español.
Los cuadritos, ¿no? Acá
Yeah.
Squares. Little squares.
The squares. Everything has an hito.
Yeah. Yeah, torciditos. No mames, güey. Torciditos.
The twists. Yeah. They're all made out of wheat, right? Fried wheat. Trigo. Mm-hmm. And then they pour that stuff on there. Mm-hmm. And then it's delicious.
Yes.
It's hot.
It's not pretty unhealthy, but it's delicious.
Actually, that's one of the weird facts that I have. It's not unhealthy.
Oh, come on.
It's actually pretty healthy.
If you eat every day like we do here in Mexico, it's pretty unhealthy.
Okay, and let me clarify something for people who are listening that are not from Mexico or Latin America. The thing about Valentina is that it's very common for kids to go to school and buy lunch.
Yes.
Because the school system doesn't provide lunch.
Yes.
Necessarily. So what is sitting outside of a schoolhouse? You have street vendors, and they're selling potato chips, and they're selling the pork rinds, and they're selling all these different things, fruit, right? Mm-hmm. And so what do the kids do? They can buy a school lunch, which they don't want to buy, or they can go right outside and buy some street food. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the kids that I knew growing up that lived in Mexico, they would go outside for lunch, and they would buy a bag of chips and add hot sauce. That was their lunch every day
Yes, in the morning.
in the morning for like 12 years of school, right? So so what happens is a lot of the kids in Latin America develop ulcers because they love having very acidic foods. I mean, lime is a big thing here. Chili powder, fruit with chili powder.
Yeah, the candies, man.
Candy.
Tamarindo.
The candy
Tamarindo.
is tamarind and chili powder, right? That's like, oh, delicious. So that part of it is what makes it unhealthy. But in moderation, everything is, I mean, this is actually a pretty healthy thing to eat.
Okay.
Because if I saw a TV show where they were talking about a guy who was 1,000 pounds and he was trying to lose weight so he could get the surgery. And he was complaining to the doctor. He goes, I'm eating healthy. All I'm eating is oranges. The doctor goes, yeah, but you ate 42 oranges. Anything in that kind of a quantity is bad for you. It doesn't matter how healthy it is. So yeah, drinking that straight is pretty bad for you.
Yeah.
But it's actually this is what it's made of: water, chili peppers, vinegar, salt, and spices, and sodium, which is salt, benzoate. But if you compare it to other big brands like the Taco Bell's sauce, no, they have xanthan gum. So they have like corn syrup and all these synthetics. This stuff's 100% natural.
You're not eating chili.
You're just eating chili. It says not only does this mean that a teaspoon of Valentina has 0 calories, 0 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbohydrates, and 64 milligrams of sodium.
Don't play with me.
That's what it says. Yeah. It also means that it's straightforward good. I mean, it's pretty plain.
Okay.
Right? So the consistency of Valentina is a balance between Tabasco and Sriracha. That's what they say.
Okay.
When you talk about it's kind of like halfway in between there. And it does have a different taste. Like, I love Louisiana hot sauce.
It's cool. I love Louisiana on pizza.
On pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing that I know that here in Mexico is not very common. The Louisiana hot sauce. It isn't in Juarez because you guys are like right next to the U.S.
Yeah.
But in the U.S., everybody is pretty familiar with Louisiana hot sauce. But deeper into Mexico, it doesn't really exist. So I like that taste. It's a little bit different. It's a little tangier. But this taste is actually turns out it's pretty healthy for you.
It tastes like more like vinegar.
More vinegar?
Yeah.
You think this has more vinegar?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay. I think the Louisiana hot sauce has more, it's a more vinegary.
Yeah, that's...
The Louisiana one.
Louisiana...
This one has less vinegar.
Yeah, less vinegar. Valentina, Louisiana more.
More, yeah. And they actually have like a Valentina with a black label.
Oh, it's pretty hot.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
And this one's the one with
But I like it. I like more
yeah, I mean,
the black Valentina than the regular Valentina.
Yeah, if you're putting it on your hot Cheetos, then you like it really spicy because hot Cheetos is hot enough for me.
I like
spicy
shit.
So you like spicy shit?
Yeah.
You like shitting spicy?
No.
Yeah. That's the problem. The problem is that when it goes in, it's delicious, but you can go. But when it comes out, you can't go. Yeah. Oh, this episode's going like south real quick. Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show, bro. Yeah.
Thank you for
well, there's basics like Tabasco sauce is one that everybody can relate to. And it's pretty hot. I think Tabasco's hotter than Valentina.
Yeah, I think same.
But it's been made by the Valentina was made by the Tamazula Group in Guadalajara, Mexico for 60 years.
Okay.
Right? A man named Don Manuel Maciel Mendez.
Don Manuel.
Don Manny. A mí dígame Don Manny. Yeah. He introduced this concoction in 1960. Now, the bottle reads salsa picante, which means spicy sauce in Spanish. And it's sold all over Mexico, United States, Canada, and it still has a growing presence in other countries.
Where is the factory?
In Guadalajara.
That's why they have the state.
The state.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was one of the things that I read that all of the kids around the country could identify that was the state.
Because Valentina.
Because Valentina. Jalisco.
Cool.
Right?
I know San Luis Potosí because he looks like Schnauzer.
Like, yeah. Yeah. One of the reasons that it's super popular is because like that bottle that we just saw right now, that was 24 pesos.
Yeah.
That's $1.25
Yeah, it's cheap.
here in Mexico. Right? Well, it says that a 34-ounce bottle, which is that bottle that we just saw, that bottle like at Walmart is $3.
And they have very different presentations.
Yeah.
The smallest bottle, it's like 8 pesos. Or
Yeah.
something. It's
Yeah, it's
not
cheap. It's like 50 cents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cheap.
Actually, one of the things that they were known for, they were one of the first people to package it into packets, like ketchup packages.
Oh yeah,
Valentina.
So, some chips they have at the.
Yeah, that's how you know you're in Mexico. Like you get chips and there's a hot sauce package in the chips.
Yes.
You don't get that in the U.S. You know, so that's one of the things I love about Mexico. It's like,
Yeah.
No matter what you get, if you get beef jerky, if you get chips, right? Carne seca,
Yeah.
chips, whatever. There's always cornflakes. There's always a packet. Yeah, there's always a packet. So it was very, very inexpensive, you know. And this is what they used. The peppers used in Valentina are Mexican puya peppers.
Puya.
Puya. That's what they call them in English.
Okay.
On the pepper scale, puya peppers have 5,000 to 8,000 Scoville heat units.
What is a puya pepper?
I'm trying.
On Spanish? In Spanish?
You know,
Puya pepper?
let me check.
I don't know.
I'll tell you right now.
Chile piquín?
Usan chile de árbol también.
Chile de árbol.
Yeah.
Chile de árbol.
Yeah. Chile de árbol.
Why am I three chili? Chile piquín is like a little chili.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Chile de árbol. Chile piquín, chile de árbol. Es una mezcla de los dos que utilizan. It's a mix of
puya.
two.
Puya.
And puya. But they make them
I
with-
love puya and puya.
Yeah, and
Puya. Okay.
they said that pepper has a 5,000 to 8,000 on the Scoville. Now, I think the ghost pepper has like 2 million, right?
I think so.
Which is the Carolina Reaper. Those are like 2 million on the scale.
That's unnecessary, man.
That's unnecessary.
Yeah.
But when it says 5,000, 8,000 Scoville heat units, which is similar to a jalapeno.
Okay.
Okay. But it gets diluted with the mix. So when it's finished, it's only like 900
Oh, okay.
on the bottle. But if you get the black label, it's 2,100.
The double.
So double, a little bit more than double.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty spicy.
Yes.
The Valentina black label is pretty spicy. And it says that's about where a jalapeno pepper is. 2,100.
And we have another, the brown Valentina.
I haven't had
Tastes
that
like
one.
churro.
Oh, okay. Like churro. Churro. They put Valentina on their churros.
Yes.
So the hot sauce is named after Valentina Ramirez Avitia. She's a brave woman who fought during the Mexican Revolution. You know, and she was born in 1893 in the Mexican state of Durango in a town called El Norotal.
Okay.
Right? During the Mexican Revolution, she wanted to fight for freedom, especially after her father had died in a battle. So her father dies in a battle. She decides, I'm going to be a soldier. She's considered the Mexican Mulan because at that time, they weren't allowing women to join the army.
Yes.
So she dressed as a man to be able to go into battle. And she joined the army as Juan Ramirez.
She joins in the army with
As a
that
man.
name?
Yeah, as Juan
Okay.
Ramirez. So she fought for a year and was even promoted to lieutenant before they found out that she was a girl.
Okay.
And then it says that the way they found out was that they saw her long hair. And I'm going like, I
don't know, man.
Where was her long hair? I say, not just kidding.
I don't know. But
I think if you're trying to pretend to be a man, wouldn't you cut your hair off?
Yes, that's
That's the
Mulan.
that's rule number one, right?
The rule number one. Mulan, do it, man.
Cut your hair, right? So they saw her braids and they said, "Oh, she must be a girl," right? It took them a year to figure this out.
Man, she has boobs.
Yeah.
He has boobs.
He has boobs.
Man boobs.
Man boobs. But she was discharged, but it was admirably. So they thanked her. They said thank you for fighting, and they let her go. And there was strict policies at the time. Later on, in the episode that we did with Mirza, we talk about how the rules changed and they started letting women join the army. But at that point, she didn't, and she ended up going home, and her family disowned her. They weren't happy with her for going to war.
And she go to Adelita.
Yeah. No,
she's your new.
She moved to the United States actually.
Oh, God.
And she had a car accident.
She died in a car accident?
And she passed away in 1979. She had a terrible life. She got hit. She had in a car accident and was crippled for a few years. And then her house caught on fire and she died in a fire.
Oh, so sad.
It's a sad ending. But this was 1979. The Mexican Revolution was in the 1914, 1915. So, she still lived another 60-something years and then passed away. But as a tribute to her, the guy's name was Don Manuel, right? And I lost it.
Yeah, the
Don
Manny.
Don Manuel Maciel. That's the name I can remember. Don Manuel Maciel Mendez decided that this was a good.
Sounds like a narco name, no?
It does, right? And he lives in Guadalajara.
Yeah.
And she's from Durango.
And she likes cocaine.
Yeah. She actually, I think she lived in Culiacan.
He likes.
That's where she passed away in Culiacan.
Really?
Yeah.
She's a narco.
She's a narco.
He's a narco. Why
yeah.
did I say she?
Don Manuel Maciel Mendez. And that wraps us up for this episode of the Shit Podcast. Valentina Hot Sauce. I hope you all enjoyed it. It's actually healthy, which is incredible.
And
I always, what worries me about Valentina is that the street vendors have it out in the hot sun all day. Yeah. And I always wonder, doesn't it go bad?
But they have it in a gallon.
In a gallon?
Not in a bottle. It's
they just pour them into a gallon.
Where did you get the sauce? Why do you have that size of sauce?
Yeah. They're selling a lot of chips.
Yes.
But that wraps us up. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all enjoy Valentina Hot Sauce. This is like a commercial for Valentina Hot Sauce. Yeah, but thank you for being here. How can people find you on social media?
They can find me Mario Lopez Capi. And Valentina, it's a pretty cool name. I love it.
Yeah.
If I have a daughter,
you're going to name her
Valentina.
Valentina? That's awesome. It's actually good. I mean, it actually means like you're valiant, like you're brave.
I don't know.
Valentina. Yeah, tienes no?
I don't know. I like it because the pronunciation is like rough. Valentina.
Yeah.
It's like a
but
ma'am.
Isn't that a version of the word bravery? Valiente?
Maybe, yeah.
Valiente.
Like Valentin?
Valentina.
Valentina Elizalde and Valentina.
Era valiente, Valentina.
Yeah. Valentina Elizalde sí era. Tanto que...
Yeah. And with that, thank you for joining me.
That
wraps us up for this episode. Where can people find you on social media?
Mario Lopez Capi.
Mario Lopez Capi. You can find me as Tu Amigo Sam on social media and my YouTube channel. And you can find us on all the podcast platforms as Sta Cagado Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll catch you on the next episode.